Could you tell us what role you played in the making of Fruitvale?
I was a producer.
And how did this project come to you, and what attracted you to it?
Ryan came to meet at the company as a instructor at USC. John Watson had suggested him to come by the company and came in and he met with Nina and then I looked at some of his short films and decided to sit down with him and we started talking to him. And he had some ideas. I asked him what his ideas were at that moment and he had three. And one of them was Fruitvale. And at that time I said, okay, I really like this. We're going to produce this project, so let's move forward. And it was just, that's how it began.
You've worked on a lot of historical dramas over the year, and it can be tough sort of balancing the history with the drama of it all. Were you concerned about that in this? How did you know that Ryan was going to be able to pull off this very human story?
I think from his approach in the first place. I mean, he initially had been working already at the legal offices of this case in Oakland and San Francisco. So he had already had deep experience in what was going on. He'd been looking through the transcripts. He had seen like video, lots and lots of it. And then he has a sensibility that's very powerful, which I think is like about caring about the community. He was working at juvie homes and different things of that nature. And then he started to talk about the character and how he wanted to portray it and how he wanted to show the community in a holistic way, honest-faced, not judging anyone. And I thought this is an exciting possibility, so that's how I was able to move into doing it.
Why do you think it's important for people to see this film? And is there something you hope they take away from it?
And I think that it's important that people see this film for many reasons. I think, one, Oscar Grant, who was killed tragically, this issue of justice and the issue of no matter what your life is, no matter the difficulties or how you deserve to be able to be placed in the space of justice. At the same time, there's another thing about profiling that I think is very, very interesting and important to look at. Why they were chosen, why they were taken aside. We need to look at that. Then we need to look at what it takes for a community, like a community, how it affects a community afterwards. I think this movie is going to resonate because it resonates with this subject matter all over the world, really. It's the same if you look at this subject matter in London and Brixton, you know what I mean? If you look in Paris and you look at the Algerian community, if you look even in Stockholm in the immigrant community, it just happened with the riots. This issue is percolating everywhere, which is about justice and about being able to live and have a quality of life. And that's what I'm hoping people will realize, that we all deserve these certain innate rights, you know? And that's what he was searching for. When it was taken away, then he made certain choices. And when those choices were made, he was blamed for certain things. And ultimately, decisions were made on his life because of those choices.
Could you just say, I know you got to go here, Octavia Spencer and Michael B. Jordan, if you could just say something about that.
I mean, look, Michael was amazing in the film. I mean, I think he personified the character. I mean, in the beginning, Ryan was talking about Michael B. Jordan, you know, and that was the person that he wanted to play. And he was so excited when he came in, and I knew his work. And I think in this movie, he's created a layered and textured performance that you rarely get a chance to see, you know, particularly certainly someone of that age, you know what I mean? But so that's exciting. And Octavia came in, she lended this amazing performance to the film, this emotional depth. I think her pain at the end of this film sort of represents the pain of the audience and the way we're feeling on this journey after we've cared about this character. And then she invested in the movie in a way that very few artists do. She became a producer and executive producer on the film and started to even help raise money because she believed in the movement of the film and what was happening with it. So I think I can't say enough about her, about Melanie. I think Melanie's performance, which isn't spoken about a lot, is really powerful. And I think when I think of the movie, I see this image of her first hearing, you know, what happened in the subway and her fear. It's such a powerful image, and she gave us that.